Hello everybody, what's up guys, Incredible Sulk here. Just to give you a background on myself, when I passed my motorcycle course, I did it over 5 weekends. I went from zero riding experience to having a full license in effectively, well, it was 5 days. Didn't have any additional riding practice between each weekend course or anything, so effectively 5 days, zero to not hero but zero to license, which is a bit crazy because after that course, well, with the age, once you're over 25, you can come away from that course and you can go out and buy yourself a Hayabusa if you wanted. But after I passed my direct access course, obviously you talk to the instructors about the bikes and the ones you're using. I passed mine on a Yamaha XJ6, the naked version, yeah. Really friendly bike to ride, not exciting in any way, but you know, solid bike. That would have been the smart choice. But I actually started, you know, when you get into the biking thing, you obviously go on YouTube and look at the different bikes, reviews, motovloggers, things like that, and obviously you get obsessed. What I actually started out wanting was a Harley Davidson Iron, the kind of background rider I was, basically a weekend warrior. not interested really in track days or that kind of side of things. Just wanted a cool bike to ride, look cool, but also easy, you know, just no hassle. You just hop on and you ride away. So obviously as I was doing my course and the months before, I was researching the different types of bikes similar to that style, and what I quickly noticed was that for the same money you could be buying a sports bike that has, you know, miles more horsepower, miles more torque, more reliable, safer in some instances with the electronics, easier to ride because of the lighter weight, and basically you get a lot more bike for your money, staying away from the cruisers, especially the Harley type cruisers. So then I started getting interested in sports bikes. I started watching the videos and people getting their knees down, and you're thinking, holy shit, that looks class. And that's the types of sports bikes I'd want. But I'd like to think I'm not an idiot, so I wasn't looking at a 1000cc Yamaha R1 or anything like that. So I started to look at what's a practical sports bike, and then you get into your CBR 250s, your Kawasaki 300s, all that type of stuff. So I have the opinion that I would get bored pretty quickly with that, and I didn't want to have the hassle of having to resell it on. And so I said I'd buy one bike that'll do me, and hopefully I'll learn and grow on that, and then after a few years then upgrade. So I said 600, right? That's what I want to start on. When I was speaking to the instructors about this, they said nearly everyone that they know starts on a 600 sports bike gives up riding after a few months. But you're going to buy what you want to buy at the end of the day. It doesn't matter if it's practical or not, because motorcycling, as I've learned, isn't the most practical of things to be doing anyway. It's not as simple as you just throw your leg over and away you go. You have to have your gear, you have to plan for the weather, you have to plan for your day. If you want to go to the gym, you got to have a bag, all this type of stuff. And then the security issue if you don't have a garage, and there's a lot in it. Yeah, so I decided on a 600, and then I looked at what is the most practical 600, the most user-friendly, but also not being a complete fucking pussy bike. I wanted something that was a super sport at the end of the day. So, from looking at different reviews, I found the Honda CBR 600F, and the 2001 to 2006 model. Like that, just it looked like a proper sports bike, but it had the, you know, the banana seat. It was comfortable. It was meant to be very user friendly. All the rest of it. So I decided that's the one. I found one on eBay the day I passed my course, and I was flying to Turkey the next day for a holiday. So I arranged for a man to come along and ride the bike up And I said if I didn't buy it, I'd still give him 70 quid for driving the bike up, and if I didn't like it, he could go away with 70 quid, so no one would be losing. So he obviously turned up. Didn't want to test ride the bike because, to be honest, I was a bit terrified of it. So he took me on the back and scared the fucking shit out of me. What is this cunt doing? Then I still loved the look of the bike, so I bought it. He left, and when I was sure no witnesses were around, I hopped on it. I tried to drive it around an estate. I did my test on it naked, so that's what I was used to. But obviously it's very different riding a sports bike to a naked. You have to lean with your body more rather than just turning the handlebars. So what I did when I was going around my first corner, I ended up just driving straight and went straight into the curb. Obviously at that point I was thinking, oh fuck, what have I bought? What? So I stayed on it for another 10 minutes, getting around, getting used to the weight of the bike. I could then turn the bike, was comfortable enough with it, so I took it out on the road, and then that's when, you know, the laughter started and the giggling and all the rest of it. I was clocking up pretty fast speeds, and that was where the bike was at its most fun. When you were going over 10,000 RPM, the bike just, you know, came alive, nearly pulled your arms out of its socket. Just getting not sick of it, but I just found that I was kind of scaring the shit out of myself. And then I was finding when I was driving around in the city, if I wanted to pull up to the gym or anything, I was always just dreading it, because I knew that when I would pull in the bike, it was going to be so heavy and awkward to turn back around and I wanted to leave. I was trying to pre-plan my exit without looking like a complete tit, because like I'm an average build of a guy, and that guy just had a piss in the bush. I'm an average build of a guy, but I'm pretty short. I'm like 5'8" with a 30 inseam. So I was on my tippy toes as well in traffic, and it just it got draining after a while. You know, the fun of riding the bike wasn't really there anymore. And yeah, I just got sick of it, and I was taking the bike out. I was kind of forcing myself to take it out because I had just spent this money on it. I didn't want to leave go of the dream of being a motorcyclist. And sure enough, just like the instructor said, I was thinking of packing it all in. So I said it was either going to be pack it in or give it one more shot on a different bike. So what I did was I ended up selling that bike, and then the following week I went out and I bought this Yamaha MT-07. Bought this, I test rode a Triumph Speed Triple, and just the second I sat on it, I just knew that this is just a different experience. You know, I just found it so much easier. Everything was just easy about it, and it's just tunnel. Yeah, so I bought the Yamaha, the one I'm on now, and I've been just loving it ever since.